Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the energy read for this week. Not sure how everybody's feeling and how things are going, but wow, that planetary alignment, right, of planets definitely is interesting energy. I'm finding it's very well, I don't know what the word I want to say. I want to say hopeful a bit. It's like there's like okay, there's there's movement, there's moving and shaking happening in our world, and we're start to see little steps of progress. Um, yeah, basically, it's a good feeling. It's what we've been waiting for, so it's nice to be able to kind of tap into it. It's still really new though, right? So don't don't um, don't get hard on yourself if you're not quite feeling it in the same way. Um, it's starting to integrate with most people really subtly. So just again, I think the best thing we can do right now is just be at ease, be at peace, work on ourselves, work on our health, our you know, creating the vessel for the light in terms of being at our best self, right? Energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically. So I really just think, yeah, we just need to keep on keeping on, right? Keep on swimming. It's, you know, I don't think we want this change to happen rapidly fast. Although in some senses it is. Things are really speeding up, which is great. Um, but definitely make sure you're taking care of yourself in there, particularly on the spiritual level. Make sure you're meditating at least a few minutes a day and just really tapping into energy and information. So, um, yeah, basically for this energy read, it's just going to cover today um, through like midweek because midweek we've got like a big day. So it's going to be the new moon in Aquarius. So that's going to bring up a lot of this like future thinking and stuff like that too. Um, and pointing us towards it is just like if you ever like want a good definition of Aquarius, go listen to the Age of Aquarius song. That's the description of New Earth, of what the feeling is like, what the all of it is about. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. Like it's also getting into that stuff I started talking about with the telepathy tapes and things like that, is that we have telepathic and telekinetic abilities. So if you think about it, if we're all telepathic and I can tell what you're thinking and you can tell what I'm thinking, it's like we're wearing our hearts right on our sleeves. So there's no more lying. You like if you're in that low energy and you're lying and trying to deceive people, again, you won't survive in that energy. And that's what's coming in. So it's right now it's about us learning to like integrate all of this. So just take it easy, be at peace with it. Um yeah, everything that's happening in the outside world, disclosure, blah blah blah, those need to happen. They are the stepping stones to get us to ascension. Um so that, you know, it's like I think I've, you know, it's like reclamation, or I don't really know if that's the right word, but it's like we have to like reconcile. That's the word. Everything that has happened, be aware of everything that's happened. Um, but we don't have to dwell in it and live in it. Um, you know, and again, it comes down to the thing I've been talking about for months and months last year is this is like a court case. We're on the jury. We have to listen to the details of everything that happened, and then we get to form our opinion and say, okay, that person is guilty. Uh, and the justice, though, isn't us. We don't administer the final decision. We don't administer the final judgment or the punishment. Sorry, There's a squirrel running around in that tree out there. We don't do that. That's God's job. So we just, we're there to bear witness. Basically, that's what we're doing. And so as a lot of this shocking stuff comes out too, just, stay in your heart and keep seeing the big picture. That's come up in many, many readings too, is that the big picture. So like, because some of the stuff is pretty horrific, like really gross horrific. So if you're taking that too much of that on, you're going to like deplete yourself. So it's kind of like recognize it, reconcile it, however you need to do that for you, and then moving on. Because like for some, the reconciliation that's going to give them peace is going to be seeing justice served. Whereas like for me, I'm like, if you just tell me that you dealt with it, then I'm good. I don't need to watch further things happen to people for me to feel like, you know, yeah. Anyway, there's lots of vindication happening right now, though. Let's talk about that. Actually, I can't still because I don't think YouTube is still run by bots that are like definitely checking for words and stuff. So, okay. So we're going to see the energy. Let's read the energy of the beginning part of this week. I highly suspect, I almost came on and did a read yesterday with the Parade of Planets because I was like, this is a very intense day. There's very significant meaning to this alignment. And of course, this alignment isn't over. It continues to well into the end of the month. And is best visible, I believe, on that new moon. Oh, Sam's going to come say hi. Oh, he's gonna bark. He's been really chatty lately, but in dog, so I don't know what he's saying. In dog, hey? In dog. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look. I'm just gonna do one of the Nature's Rhythm Oracle, just to kind of let's talk about Parade of Planets. Let's ask about the meaning behind that and what what this energy heading into the overall week means. And then we'll do. Let's see. Ooh. All right. There's 3 there. I don't want this to be a super long video, but because the new moon and that's the other part. It's Chinese New Year, so we're moving into the Lunar New Year, and it's wood snake. So snake is really appropriate for a 9-year because it's about transformation and rebirth. Well, when you head into 1, but this is like the completion of that cycle. Okay. I think I'm going to pick this end one. I was trying not to look at them there. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got vortex. This is specifically related to asking about the energy around this parade of planets. I create a powerful vortex of light in and around my home. Oh, we got this. Didn't we just get that last week? Actually, did I get that when when I asked the same question? Yeah, I think that is. I'd have to go back and watch the video. I don't really watch my videos, so I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure that might have been the card we got with asking about Parade of Planets. So we're just going to reread it and confirm it. I create a powerful vortex of light in and around my home. When your intentions are guided by unconditional love and your actions match your intentions, you create a powerful vortex of energy. When you stand in this knowing, it is impossible to disrupt your field. Clear stagnant energy in your home and invite a dome of pure positive source light. There are many naturally occurring vortexes in the world. Unfortunately, we often develop or the land unconsciously paying little attention to the elementals and the energy of Mother Earth. This card is a reminder to build a vortex around your home and regularly tend to it. Yeah, that's an interesting thing though, because with the parade of planets, and it just over the last few weeks, a lot has been coming up about the Earth grids, the vortexes, the ley lines. Basically, as soon as those all come online. So basically, what I'm getting from that card and asking this specific question about the parade of planets is the significance of it is that it's activating the ley lines and the energies on Earth. So, which is great because that's going to be easier for us then to navigate the having the vessel and the rest of us being able to contain and bring the light in. So, wow, it's just a little tiny planetary alignment, pretty major. Again, it does go back to like it's really talking about you individually in your home, right? So it doesn't matter if you live in a van down by the river or you've got a big mansion. It's asking us to like create, I don't want to call it a safe space, but we kind of are going to need like a safe energy space around us because so much is going to rapidly change in these next couple months. So and it's part of doing the work too, right? Of keeping this vessel, this home, right? This meat suit ready for what's coming. It's important too. Like if we're out all night, it's not even about drinking and eating and drugs or any of that. It's even just like, what are you listening to? Like, what are we on social media all day? It's just dragging us down. We don't want that energy. Like, we can't have that. You don't want to be heading into this big push. And if an event like an actual solar flash happens, like, do you want to be hungover and sad and depressed? And like, it's going to be a tougher way to go through it. So it's just asking us to, and again, it said something in there about clearing the space. This is all about energy. Energy is coming in. We have to make room for that energy. It needs a space to like a vessel to come into. So if your vessel's a mess, like it might leak in a little bit and it's not a process that it's only going to happen once and then you lose your shot. But um, you know, do you want to do things the easy way or the hard way? That's really, I think, basically the question that's coming up the most. Okay, let's just this week in general. And again, we're just going to read the first 3 days because the moon video and the combined with Chinese New Year will probably be a longer one. So we'll pick up what the energy is then. So let's just look at the overall week coming up, particularly these first couple days. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune. There are an infinite number of possibilities in my life. Yeah, it's this is all the new coming in, right? So it's like, again, we've talked about this so many times. It's there's it's ours to design, it's ours to write, it's ours to manifest what comes into that field. So we start exploring all the possibilities and go crazy with them, like just see what comes, come what may, right? um yeah, things we didn't even dream are possible are possible. Oh, okay, so we got the productivity card for this week. This is good. I love this card for two reasons. It's just so much green earth, new growth. Um, just, yeah, to me, this is just a beautiful symbolism of Mother Earth. Productivity meaning behind that is like it's game on this week. Like, don't rest on your laurels. Be doing the work, whatever the work is for you. So if you're meditating, if you're just getting out and grounding in nature, working with crystals, like you, the world's your oyster at that point. But be productive, do the work. Don't again, right now it's really tricky too because we're in that place where everything that's going on. And oh, I wish you could see this little squirrel. It's so freaking cute. Anyway, okay. See, that's the work. That's part of the work. It's just like noticing and paying homage to Mother Earth and the energy of that. So, it's putting this down a little more often and not using it. Um, and are not being engrossed in like 5 hours of YouTube, which is that's my sort of like thing lately. I just watch at night like YouTube videos. Anyway, so like maybe just trying to balance that out a little bit this week. Be be productive doing the work. Okay. Uh I'll read the other cards at the end. Actually, I'm going to read the astral realms. Is that what that's not what this deck is called. Forgot. Stones, ancient stones. Anyway, that's terrible. Okay, I'm going to read 3 cards from this just to point us again a little more about what we should be focusing on, concentrating on this week. Okay, so I'm going a little bit backwards on this. First up, releasing the past. So, emerging, transforming, energies transmuted. Okay, so I don't think this is so much like about when we're quote unquote doing the work. This is more about that the past right now is releasing heavily, not just from us, from the collective, right? All of that stuff that needs to come out. That's a lot of like, again, it's heavy stuff. It's a lot to release. That's why we came to transmute this. So remember, energies are in the phase of being transmuted. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to see and feel. That's the big one. The feelings are really going to be coming up, right? As all of this comes out. So really work. You got to have yourself in a neutral, safe space, energy wise. So really work on that this week in preparation for this. I would say that like that this new moon and just Chinese New Year, and then continuing through with the parade of planets and things, is that we're in for like a couple of like really intense, transformative weeks coming up. So we got actually this one's hidden treasure. You're on the right track. Gifts are being revealed. These are our psychic gifts. Like they are coming online like mad. It's great. But just to let you know, like it's interesting though, because we also got secret chamber, potency, deep connection, and treasure. So hidden treasure and treasure, like it's a week of discoveries, I would say, about like abilities and self. And so if you're like doing the work, the gifts just gonna be coming. It's great. All right, we're gonna do one of each of these and just again sum up the beginning part of this week, and then I'll do the golden futures, and we'll leave it there for now. And like I said, the moon video will probably end up being big, so just because it's 2 things going on at once. All right. Yeah, this week I'm just going to use the energy cards, but 2 cards there. Sorry. All right, okay. 2 cards there. Not meaning to get 2 cards, because that just makes it longer, but not that I'm in a hurry, but ooh, that's 3 cards. 4, oh, there's so many. The worst part, I gotta read them all for some reason. Okay, we got sacred reverence again. We had it last week. Basically, it's just reminding us we have the key. We're about to open the heart of Earth. Again, all the drawings on the hands and the heart are the Earth. So basically, the reverence part is like for me, reverence is prayer, is manifestation, is all of that stuff. So it's definitely like really pointing us to like to just be in prayer this week, be in meditation. The answers are coming quite rapidly. So the easiest way to take it on is to immerse yourself in it and feel and be a part of those energies. Beginning part of this week. So then we also got the stress card. This one for me is it's like, yeah, how to say this? Just be aware of like in this he's just got too much on the go. Too much on the go. And the funny part is he's not even like paying attention to the fact that this little monkey is about to burst his bubble and drop him to the ground. So, like, we don't want this happening to us. So, that's what's the saying? There's like, you've got too many balls in the air, like juggling too much stuff. So find a way this week to kind of either one of two things, lessen this stuff. So this might be this part about like what we're taking in visually, physically, that kind of stuff. Um, lessen it or start to, yeah, lessen it and start to pay attention, right? So that we don't get thrown off course. We just really don't want to do that. I just realized that like the card is funny. It makes him look like he has three legs, but I get the point of it. It's like that he's, yeah. Anyway, don't run yourself ragged trying to do everything. Narrow it down. Find and be more like for sure. Don't like his eyes are closed and he's just making a loud noise, and it's like that's not helping anybody, especially you. You're missing the warning signs that you're in a little bit of danger. And again, this isn't going to be a total takeout of your energy, but it could be. So like let's lessen the playing field so that it isn't that big of a fall, right? If it is going to happen. This is like the card for the week. Isolation. I probably might call the video that. I don't know. This is uh, at face value, this is a sad looking card, but it's actually really good because the tears are melting the ice around him. So, feel your feelings this week and cry a little bit and start melting the ice around that we've, and part of the ice, like we didn't ask for it to be put on us. It's just been the way that the world has been. And it sort of forced us to be in this frozen state where we just complied with everything. And so it's not bad to shed the tears, but let's start doing that. And isolation too is really important that it's coming up, because it's like, make sure part of that, the sitting in prayer, sacred reverence, all of those sorts of things we do by ourselves, right? So make sure you are taking the time to at least connect in like for 5 minutes a day on your own, because that's kind of, the work that needs to be done. Yeah, like, so we got the complacency card too. So it's like, again, we don't want to see these, we understand death is a natural cycle, but it's just like we have the energy available to us to not be complacent, to not just let this bypass us and go. Like, we get to be an active participant in this. So don't be complacent and don't be like, oh, I'll get to meditating at the end of the week, or next month I'll start a plan, or this. It's almost like the critical thing coming from the universe is like, it is time to get going. We need to get this job done. So start doing the work. And the work is just, things like manifesting and planning for the future and using your intuition and your instinct, right? It's time. These gifts are coming online. They're all there for the taking. We have to start doing this. We have to start doing this I'm gonna redraw this card just because there was like seven there, and I'm like, ugh, I'm not reading seven. Um, oh, there. Okay, still giving me two. Ooh, interesting though. They're both throat chakra cards, which was funny because one of them was throat chakra that came up. So, okay, let's read the rest of this week. Creativity, imagination, expression, originality, and passion. Again, the creativity thing is our manifestation. So the universe is just saying, keep creating this new earth. Like it's imperative. It's like we can't walk away now, right? Like we've just built this big beautiful house that we're going to move into. The foundation's all been fixed. It like this new earth house is like great, but like it doesn't just design itself. And you can't just like, if you get complacent and just sit there, then like you get what you get when when it's all said and done. So why not be an active participant in the manifestation and creation of this new place? We also got the honesty card, truth, transparency, sincerity, communication. Again, like this, it's not so much like that you need to be more truthful. It is going to be important for us to be speaking our truths and our voice, and and not like, you know, I mean, the opportunities coming up for that have been like, I just think the other day someone said something about one of the world leaders. I'll let you guess who. Uh, and she's like, "Aren't you scared?" And I'm like, "Nope, not worried at all. Like at all. It's becoming easier to say these things. There's still things that haven't kind of like come out enough. Truth about them hasn't come out that like, you know. But I'm biding my time. um, that work still needs to be done. That's part of the reconciliation. So like I don't say just go into meditation and completely ignore the outside world. Like I said, this is all like part of the plan, and um how we ascend is we have to go through these steps. It's all part of it. It's not separate. It never was separate. Like there's not two different like camps of like these people are helping this, this part of the ascension. It's like it's all been one big plan by the man. All right. Okay, so that takes us up till Wednesday. um I'm gonna read three of these golden futures and maybe the Christ consciousness too, because you know that's just as important too. It's like everything, you know, everything has meaning. Everything is important right now. Everything is significant. So yeah. Yeah, okay. This is like coming at big time, and that's why that squirrel was getting my attention. Seriously? Okay. You'll see in a second. You'll laugh. You'll laugh. Okay, first two cards. Our beautiful planet. Restore the natural world. Nature. Tune into the natural world. So I usually are like to say are advice cards, and they are like, all right, get out there. Get out there. They're trying to get your attention. They're trying to communicate. Actually, that's the one thing I've noticed about my dog is that like if he could speak English, I would probably get a mouthful from him. So um like it just seems like he's trying to talk to me. So I'm gonna try like some of the telepathy stuff this week and see if we can connect there. Anyway, but get out in nature, and if that's the only prayer and meditation you get to do for the day, and the only place, that's the best place to hold sacred reverence for sure. Yeah, they just want to soaking in the energy of that. Because that, like, the biggest thing, if we said right now, the biggest thing that needs to be cleaned up on this planet, besides all of humanity's BS, is the planet itself, right? Like we we've trashed it a little bit, and it's time to clean it up and be um in lockstep with it and in union with it, right? That's probably the energetic biggest union that needs to happen is our return to nature. Oh, sorry. I didn't tell you why I was laughing. Guess what card we got? Oh, the stupid robots. They're just like they're just this card now is just coming up to like irritate me. I still even after this week because one of the announcements that came up about health technology and AI, and I was just like fuming, and I'm like, I want to like this. I want to like you guys. I want to uh, for us to all co-create and live together, but I don't trust what some people are doing with it. So it's that one's a really difficult one. Um, but also keep your eye on it because I think again, it's all about us. Uh, it's part of the disclosure. It's the things that have been hidden from us that were way more advanced than was ever thought possible. Like ever. Like we can heal the body of everything tomorrow, but why don't we have these technologies out? And why are we just taking pills for everything? Right? So that time's coming to an end. And the disclosure part is that honestly, it's got to use a lot of technology for some of those things. So it's kind of crazy right now. I have to learn to love the robots. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. Okay. First up, the arm of God came up. So again, not just doing our spiritual work, but making sure you are, like it said at the beginning card with the natures with a miracle, that we are in a protected energetic space. Nobody's getting in that you don't want, like no energy is getting in that you don't want. Or if it does, you immediately banish it with your sword. So protection, full armor of God. This also means like being energetically good yourself, right? Okay. We also got Earth School, Wisdom Bringer. Again, it's just like the confirmation of like, this is what we came to do. And we're just starting our job. We just got born. We just born again. We have also got non-judgment, reflection, and projection. That well, projection, let me say something about that. Like, don't be projecting your beliefs on like everybody else or how you think things should be going. Um, Non-judgment, though, is the key there. And a lot of reflection. Because again, like I said, the key word being judgment too is like the judgment part. We can render our opinion on it to the greater world, but the bottom line is we don't make the final judgment. So keep that in mind. Try desperately to do a lot of reflection and not be like judging other people. We all go through this differently in different ways. And then the last card we got, oh, I said that right at 33:35 or 33:33. What the heck, Kim? Anyway, okay. We got the lion heart, stand firm. The lion for me too always just represents, for whatever reason, this entire process we're going through of ascension. It's like it's time for us to step up and lead and be all that we can be. Yeah, so that's pretty much the read for today. Um, like I said, I'm gonna pick it up on when, like, I'll be putting the video together. I can see now I can't talk soon, and we'll have a big video on Wednesday for the new moon in Aquarius with Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, for the wood snake. All right, we'll see you then. Go and pray. Go and meditate. Be good to yourselves too, and get out in nature because it's time to connect all the dots. So, thanks. Love you guys. See you soon.